divide what? How about this? I'm going to put a problem up. You're going to walk me through independent problem 1, and then we can gonna catch whatever issue or concern you have. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? Okay. You guys got to advocate. If you don't advocate and if you don't speak up, can everyone see my screen? Independent. Okay, Jamie. This is what you guys have to do. All right, Jamie, look at this one. Use it. Can you read where it says use this to do? Jamie?
Okay. So use the division problem. So,
all right, let's start here. We're going to do it here. Okay. All right, Jamie, walk me through. What do I do here? What do I write in the red side?
Okay, so I think first you have to I think first you have to write out the numbers.
So we're going to rewrite the question. Now, Jamie, what do you notice about 7 1/3?
7 is a whole number. 1/3 is a fraction.
Okay, so how do I make 7 be a fraction?
You can 7 and 1 whole.
Good. So 7 over 1, right? Anytime we have a whole number, we want to make it a fraction, we place it over 1. Okay, Jamie, now walk me through the changes.
Okay, so now I have to rewrite them.
Okay, what am I writing?
You have to write 1/3 divided by 7 wholes.
1 or 1 over 7? If I do
7 over 1.
Okay, awesome. 1 over 7. Right? The reciprocal of 7 over 1 is 1 over 7. Flipping is the reciprocal. Now you're going to multiply. Multiply your numerators. What are they?
1
over
21.
So we're going to pick this one, 1 over 21. Does everyone see? 1 over 21. Everyone got it? Questions? Jamie did a really good job on that. Okay. Mia, you're going to be the next candidate to tell me what I'm going to write on my paper here for the Mr. Dennis question. If you paid attention in the class, we did go over it, but we're going to go over it again. Nia, can you read me question 2, please?
Mr. Dennis, the art teacher has 2/3 gallon of paint to pour into containers. If he poured 1/8 gallon of paint into each container until he ran out of paint, how many containers have paint in them? Include one that is partly filled.
Okay, so Nia, which fraction are we keeping? The 2/3 or the 1/8? What's the first fraction?
2/3.
Good. And are we dividing first or multiplying? What do we always set these up as?
Dividing.
Good. And what's the second fraction that I will eventually do the reciprocal?
1/3.
1/3 or 1/8? I don't know if you can see that. That says an 8.
1/8. 1/8.
Now, talk to me about the changes. You guys should be writing this down. How do I change this problem, convert? What do we do now? Go. What's the second one?
We times.
So 2/3 is we keep. What happens to the division? You just said it.
Times.
What happens to the 1/8?
You put it down to 1/8.
So we keep it as 1/8 or we do the reciprocal, we flip it.
We flip it.
So give me the reciprocal of 1 over 8 now. Flip it.
1 over 1.
Help me out. 2 times 8. So we have 2/3. This is what we got. Times. Help me out. What's my numerators now?
16 over 1.
1 times
over 3.
Is 16 over 3 an answer choice?
No.
No. So what do we have to do to this fraction? This is an improper. We have to make it a what number?
Proper.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to divide, right? So we have, not 3. Let me go get another. I hear noise in the background. Okay. So we're going to go 3. Amy, I think this is where you said you need help on the division part. How many times does 3 go into 16, Nia? 1, 3, 5, or 6?
4. I mean 6.
Really? What's 6 times 3?
Oh, 3.
Somebody help her out. How many groups of 3 are in 15 or in 16? 3 times what is going to be something close to 16? Somebody help me.
5.
5. Was that Kayla?
Yeah.
Kayla, what's 5 times 3?
15.
And now subtract 16 from 15. What do we get?
1.
1. Now, think of the C motion, right? The remainder, which is the 1, is the numerator, which is the top number of a fraction. And the divisor is the denominator. So we got 5 and a third. But here's what I need you to understand, guys. 5 is the whole. 1, watch this. 2, look at this. Look at this purple. 3, 4, 5. Would you all agree that that represents 5? Yeah. So here's the 6th one, right? Now, here's what we need to know. How many thirds are in a whole? There are 3 thirds in a whole, yes? So one of these is going to make up the next one. This is paint containers, right? We know that the whole number is 5. And this represents the 6, which has the 1/3. So do we need 1 container? Does that make sense? No. Do we need 3 containers? No. Do we need 5 or 6, including the one that is partially filled? When you go to the paint store, you're going to say, hey, I need 5 1/3 containers. Do containers come in whole numbers or halves? Somebody help me out. Can I buy a half a water bottle or I got to buy a whole water bottle? Nia? Jackson? Jamie? Somebody? Kayla? Are we
The whole
buying
water bottle.
a whole water bottle filled up? So the same idea is going to apply to paint. So am I going to go to the painter and say, hey, yo, I need 5 1/3 containers of paint? Or do you say, I need 6 containers of paint? What are you going to say?
Need 6 containers of paint.
Why? Kayla, why? Put your camera on, please. Why?
Because you got split it up yourself instead of asking the store to.
We have to spice up your wording a little bit. Jackson, why do we need 6 containers of paint and not 5? Because what are we adding? I shaded this. Anybody want to help Jackson out? You get positive kickboard points. Why is it 6 and not 5?
It's 6. Ooh, hold on, my turtles. It's 6 because because if because it's not 5 because you need more paint than that you need more paint than that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use 5, you'll have less paint than the amount of paint that you actually need.
Perfectly said, Jamie. So it's not going to be 5 because you don't have enough.
Yeah, so this one.
Exactly what Jamie said. Because you have to add the partially filled the remainder, okay? Thank you, Jamie. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Kayla, and those that helped out. Appreciate it. Okay, last problem. Can someone read me question 3 as I erase this mess I made over here? Somebody, I don't care who. There's only 4 of you in here. Who's reading it to earn kickboard points? Because I'm tired of reading. Nobody wants kickboard points? Who wants it? Who's reading it?
Hazel will use a 1/3 gallon pitcher to fill an empty 3/4 gallon water jug. How many water will she need in order to fill the water jug?
Nia, thank you for participating. Nia, help me out. What am I keeping? What fraction? The 1/3 or the 3/4?
1/3.
Okay, how do I set this up? What kind of sentence? Multiplication or division?
Division.
Good. And what's the fraction I'm going to flip? What's the fraction I'm going to do the reciprocal of?
3/4.
3/4. Okay, let's do it. Come on, you got this, Nia. Let's get 100. Come on. We keep the 1/3. What happens to?
Then we times.
Yeah, change it into times. And what happens to the 3/4, young lady?
We flip it.
To what?
To 4/3.
Good. When we say flip it, I want you to use the word reciprocal, okay? Multiply. 1 times 4?
4.
3 times 3, young lady?
9.
9. So how many does she need?
4/9.
4/9. Does everyone see how Nia got that? Does anyone have any questions now? So I don't want to keep you too much longer. We still have another 12 minutes. So what I want you to do is in the chat box is I want you to tell me how you feel about this small group instruction. So how is this small group instruction for you? So I'll say that again. In the chat box, I want you to type, how was the small group review for you? On a scale, quickly, and as you do it, I'm going to release you to your exit ticket of 1 to 10. So 1 being, I don't still get it, and 10 means, thanks, Ms. Canella, for really breaking it down. I really now understand how to use KCF and divide fractions. Go. So how is the small group for you? Is what I need to know. Once you do it, guys, listen, you got a minute, you got 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2-minute timer because you got to do your exit ticket. So I'm going to hold up the 2-minute timer. I'm going to go get the timer now. You have 2 minutes to give me a response of how the small group was. Go. The small group review was I'm going to read it. As I read it, you can go. The small group review was a 10 out of 10 because it was everything about this lesson was explained more and I was able to understand. Thank you, Jamie. Go back and do your exit ticket. Nia, 10 out of 10. I understand way more than the last time. This small group was very good and very helpful. Thank you, Nia. Go do your exit ticket. Just waiting on Kayla and Jackson. There is 1 minute and 25 seconds left for some kind of answer. Wait a minute. So you're still confused? You're still confused. Jackson, so that means today at office hours, I want you to come at 2:35 to get more support, okay? Well, I don't know what I'm a little confused and not fully. So that means I'll see you in office hours, okay? Let's return back to the main breakout, the main area. So girls, I need you, Jackson, and I need you, Kayla, to come to my office hours today.